Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Have you ever wondered what games you should sell or you should use? Find out here at Purge Reviews. Find out on our top 10 list what games you cannot miss. Don't forget to subscribe to Purge Reviews.
Desperados of Dice Town. With dice games, you got to be careful because it can't be all luck. There has to be ways to mitigate that. And sure, Desperados of Dice Town does that. You get the 3 Yahtzee dice, which I'm growing more and more tired of. You get the cards that kind of break the rules. I like the idea of there's only so much money in the economy, and you can't take money from the pot until there's money put there, so you have to go after other people, and there's some... At the end of the day, the artwork is great. It's fantastic, actually. I really like it. But I'm just rolling dice, and I'm hoping I get what I want to get out of it. It could be the point where you just need to keep... Roll dice, I didn't get what I want, I can't win. It goes all the way back around the table. Roll some dice, I didn't get what I wanted, I can't win. Maybe that's poor strategy, but the truth of the matter is if you just don't roll what you need, it ain't going to happen for you. I see what they're going for here. It's a light little family game. You're rolling some dice. I don't know why I just don't roll 6-sided dice and who can roll the most 6s. Maybe there's a little more. Maybe I'm being down on it. Can I say not for me? I don't think the game is broken. I think it's fine. I think the cards are interesting. I see what they're going for here. It's just a light game. It's a beautiful light game, but too light. There's not enough here. I mean, it's paper thin. So I'm going to pass on this one. I'm going to recommend you purging it. I think there are better dice rolling games on the market. I think you're going to do something like this, although different. Go with King of Tokyo or something else, but there are better dice games than this. So I'm going to pass on this one. If you really just want to try this out with your kids or your family, but I think that's where I would leave it at. Desperados of Dice Town. Let's open this box up. It's a fairly portable game. I mean, it's just a tad oversized to be portable in mine, but it is what it is. It could have been a lot smaller. You get a full color rule book. The rules are fairly easy and squashed in there nicely. And this is what it kind of looks like when I open my copy up. You get a number of poker chips, which represent points in the game. They're really just cardboard, but they look really nice and super colorful. I really like the way they look, and they bring out the theme of the game very nicely. If you want to steal these for other games, this wouldn't be a terrible component to have. They do say Desperados of Dice Town on it, but that's fine. If you're looking for a cheap alternative, you are going to get a number of brown dice, which are custom made. You can see that they're custom. You're going to get 4 of these. Very nice. And they're engraved in there, so you don't have to worry about that ink coming off. And probably the cheapest components, the artwork is just fantastic in this game. These things are very thin. I mean, really, you don't shuffle them. You just kind of turn them. But they're very, very thin. You get these cards that go with it. But I do like the artwork quite a bit on these. There's a tad bit asymmetrical with the powers that you get. See, the artwork is just incredible. Love it in this game. And you're going to get these cards. You're going to have the bio of your gang on the back with their powers list. This is just for convenience for you. It's a nice little touch. I love the backstory. So look at Pedro there. Okay. And then you're going to get a pack of cards here. That will just kind of be the action cards, if you will. I love that the explanation of how to draw them was on the back. It was super handy and a nice little touch. You can see the artwork is just incredible. Caricatures, but it's okay to make fun of these guys. You don't have to worry about any negative connotations that might come out of it, but they're definitely caricatures. And these things will do crazy things to break the rules. Draw 5 cards and add one to your hand, discard the others. steal one random card. You know, you at the saloon, that's what she would do, right? Because she's a woman, I guess. I don't know. Each action phase can be used with any Desperado regardless of their dice. These are just break the rules, but the artwork is incredible. And that's the components. Everything is really good. I think they let us down a little bit with these circle things. A little bit thin, but otherwise the artwork makes up for it tenfold. The rules for Desperados of Dice Town are very, very simple. There really isn't anything complicated in this game at all. The rules on the cards are going to progress the game and break those rules a lot, but for the most part, you're trying to roll sets, and you're trying to roll the action. I mean, you got to get the actions in order to progress the game and get things moving. So the rules are very clear. I didn't have any problems with them. Within 2 to 5 minutes, you're up and running. Okay, so here's what the game kind of looks like. You're going to start out with a gang of 5. Let me zoom in. Well, let me just pick one of these up. So what you're going to look like here is you're going to have a number 6, and you're going to try to get them to break out of jail. When they're done, you can flip them over, and you're going to have powers that you can use. Each team has one leader that will have a unique power that will do something a little bit differently. So when you start out, you're going to start with $50. Everybody's going to have $50. That's going to be all the money in the game. I didn't get out exactly 50, but I just wanted to show you that. And so everybody's going to have a team like this set up. On your turn, you're going to roll 4 dice. Now you're allowed to hold these, or you can re-roll the whole thing up to 3 times. Think King of Tokyo or Yahtzee. Matching icons are good, but what you really want to get are these actions. Where are they at? Here it is. These actions. This is what's going to drive the game for you. So these are what you really want. You're going to need some of those. So let me show you how that can go. So if you roll an action, you can then start turning these guys to help break them out of jail. So let's say I rolled this. An action and 3 bottles of liquor. I could use 1 action and 1 bottle. I'd find the player that has the bottle, this guy, and I would turn him. So I only have to get 1 more. Now if I had rolled 2 actions and 2 bottles, I could have turned him twice, getting to the keys now, and he's unlocked. And in the future, I could spend actions to take money from the middle of the pot, so he would be free. So on my next turn, after everybody else took their turns, I could try this again. Okay, now I don't have to roll that. So I got this action. I don't want to re-roll it. I want to keep it, but I want to try another action. So now what I can do is I could take an action and move the double gun. Now because I already did the bottle and he's already out, I may not want to use it. I might want to use this gun twice. So I have 2 actions but only 1 gun. I can use that one twice, and now he's on 4. So a little bit of luck inside there. So the idea of the game is I want to keep turning this until all of my guys are broke out of jail. Now, one of the things you can also do, if you ever get 3 of a kind, so say I got double guns, 3 of a kind. If you look on the back of the card here, if I get 3 of a kind, I can draw 3 cards, and I get to keep 1. So I pick out which one I want. I want this one. These 2 get discarded. If I ever got 4 of a kind, I can draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and I can keep 2. So now I can keep, oh, I like these 2 cards. I'm going to keep this, and I'll discard those. And these cards are going to help you break the rules and do fun things. Change the face of one die to character symbol of your choice. You may not choose the action face. Choose a Desperado type. All of your opponents reduced the rank of this Desperado by 1. The Desperado has been freed. Return them to prison. During your turn, all dollars your opponents have to pay are doubled. Advance in rank of 3 Desperados who are still in prison by 1 each. So these cards can help you break out of prison. And a lot of times at the end of the game, it's going to get down to you trying, you'll have almost all these out. You'll be really trying to get that last guy out. Man, I really need knives. I really need knives. I'm going to press my luck to try to get more knives. But the actions are really the most important thing, because those actions are going to drive you being able to do things. Once everybody breaks out of jail, you then have to be the richest player. So even if you break everybody out of jail, you don't necessarily win or the game ends. The game has to end, and you have to have the most money. There's a lot of cards and actions that will steal this money and put it into the pot. Whenever it's stolen, it's put into the pot, and you can take money out of the pot into your hand. So it's very important that you strategize to end the game around the time you have the most money. Otherwise, everybody will gang up on you to make sure you don't get the most money. And that's Desperado. It's really that easy. It's just this Yahtzee mechanic of trying to roll the right ones and getting these actions to pursue which avenue you want to do to break the guys out. And then the cards are going to play in it just to give you a little bit of mix up there. So that's the Desperados of Dice Town. It's a light dice rolling game with a Yahtzee mechanic. Who should buy this game? I'm going to say this is strictly in the light family category. I don't think any gamers are going to sit around and play this. Maybe, but I just don't see it happening. You're going to be looking for something very light here. Kids, families with small children. I think the box says 8 and up. Okay, maybe. There might be better games to play. You're getting to the point where you're just rolling dice to see what the results are. But, I mean, if you're struggling to get a family game and you like dice rolling, this might be it. The theme is beautiful. The art is awesome. It all looks good. The little things are a little bit too thin. But for the most part, I think a family might like this game. But I'm going to purge it. I'm going to recommend you just maybe mosey on by this one. So Desperados of Dice Town is not going to make it.